What is going on, everybody? It is again Slashback Saturday, and today I am coming to you with the third film in a trilogy of films that I have reviewed all on Slashback Saturday. That makes it a pretty special franchise for me. This is Candyman 3 Day of the Dead from 1999, and I am doing it today for City Slashers. Directed by Turi Myers, this is, in my opinion, a very underrated film, starring Tony Todd as the Candyman, and starring Donna D'Errico from Baywatch fame, the original Baywatch, not the movie, as Carolina McKeever. Now, she is the daughter of Annie from Part 2, and the last living descendant of the Candyman. Our storyline is basically that the Candyman follows his granddaughter to LA 25 years after the events of Part 2 to claim her soul to start a brand new legend and a brand new flock. Now, as I said, Donna D'Errico was also in Baywatch, but she was also a Playboy Playmate of the Month, and she was also married to Nikki Sixx, the bassist of Motley Crue, for about 11 years. Todd actually did not like this movie. It's one of his few movies he said that he did not like doing. It is a straight-to-DVD film, the first film in that franchise to go straight to DVD. The reason I'm giving the facts about Donna D'Errico is because I really didn't find out a lot about this movie behind the scenes. There wasn't really a lot of interesting facts to tell about this film. That being said, it is a really good movie in my opinion, and it is one that catches a lot of hate for absolutely no reason. I do have a couple cons, but overall I really truly enjoy this film. It is very much more of a straight up slasher than some of the other films in the franchise are. There is a lot less emphasis on the ghost story and more emphasis on the slasher type kills. First con is that the racist cops fall flat, and the overtones that the first two films had when it came to race and prejudice, they tried to bring them into this, but they didn't do it well. Now, I've always said that I like my movies to be, they don't have to be free of that kind of stuff, but I don't want to be pushed on an agenda when I watch a film. I just want to escape. But I've always admired the way the Candyman films did it. They did it to where they weren't beating you over the head, they weren't insulting anybody, they weren't trying to blame anybody else. They were just stating a problem. And this one just kind of falls flat in that. And it's definitely pointing a finger at the LAPD. Probably a pretty justified one, but it just didn't work out very well. I definitely feel this one does not have the same conscience as the original. My last con is that there's this weird goth gang in it. It really doesn't make a lot of sense. We're in East LA. I'm not trying to be any kind of stereotypical, but what the hell is a bunch of white idiot goth kids doing in East LA, causing trouble and kidnapping people like they're some sort of badass gangsters? Because they weren't. They were all pussies, and I don't get it. And they were all posers. Don't get it at all. Okay, getting on to pros. I love the pre-credit opening sequence. I think it is really good. I like the dream that she's going through. I like everything. Kind of borrow a little bit from A Nightmare on Elm Street, and I didn't mind that. I thought it was really well done. I like that we get more of the Candyman backstory. I like that we get to see more of who Daniel Robitaille is. I really enjoy that aspect of it. I like that we get some in-depth acting from Tony Todd behind the scenes, or behind the veneer of just the killer Candyman. We get him as this upstanding, good, innocent artist. And that's my next pro, is I love Tony Todd in this. Tony Todd brings his A game. Whether it's a great film or not, he does. And in this is no exception. I really enjoy Tony Todd's acting. Another thing is I like the cinematography of this film. I think it's very well shot. It looks really good. It gives you that grittiness of East LA, and it also gives you that very urban vibe to it, with all the painting and the graffiti on the walls and things like that, and the Day of the Dead motif. It looks really awesome. I really like the atmosphere of this film. It's a good, scary, creepy movie, and I enjoyed that a lot. I think that they did a really good job on the production of this movie. I think the director did a good job. Turi Myers, I don't know what else he's done. I didn't look it up, but the guy's got some talent. He really does. Oh, something else I found out. That egg thing that the old Spanish healer lady does, that's a real deal. My boss told me that her grandmother does that kind of stuff. That's pretty cool. I thought that was awesome. I really love Tony's dialogue. We get a lot more dialogue from him in this one than we did in the first two films, and I enjoy it, and he delivers it as only he can. It's so good. It's just good to hear him, and it was really well written. I really enjoyed that part of it as well. Last thing I want to talk about is I love the kills. As I said, this one was more of a straight-up slasher than the first two, and it concentrated a lot on some of the kills, and I enjoyed it. We did get a lot of meat hook scenes, but they were very bloody, very gory, and just an all-around awesome, good, fun time. This is a really good popcorn movie. It doesn't have, I said, the same conscience, and maybe even the same feel as the original, but it is still a very good, very fun movie, and I really enjoyed it. So guys, that is it for my Slashback Saturday video. I'm going to have a very special Slashback Saturday exclusive Candyman franchise ranking, probably tomorrow. Look out for that, guys. We're going to rank all three movies in the Candyman franchise. This is Bronco Juggalo saying check out everybody else doing Slashback Saturday, and check out Joe the Horror Man, the creator of this awesome, awesome segment. This is Bronco Juggalo saying peace.